Axel? Me don't know Axel. You dial the wrong number. What blood clot number you trying to reach? Who is this?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the times the Netflix legacy sequel Axel F indulged our nostalgia. Make sure you've watched Axel F before this video because heavy spoilers are in order.
How you doing back there? Could move the chair up, but honestly, I don't want to.
Number 10, Trouble in Detroit.
I can do better. I will be better. I don't have to stay this way. I can be a better white man.
That's me? Yeah, but if I do you, then I am.
Then it's wildly offensive.
The first Beverly Hills Cop film opens with an over-the-top, occasionally Blues Brothers-esque action sequence, and Axel F proudly follows in that tradition. Eddie Murphy's cool, charismatic Axel Foley is a sucker for unauthorized undercover operations, and as per his usual modus operandi, takes it upon himself to stop a robbery of the Detroit Red Wings' personal possessions, while the team is on the ice.
I was just trying to watch some hockey.
It's not funny, man.
Needless to say, the audience knows that Axel's previous maverick antics never exactly go off without a hitch. Axel's wildly destructive Detroit shenanigans call to mind the first film's epic chase, as well as the third film's botched introductory raid.
Holy, we should have known it was you.
Number 9, Axel gets chewed out.
Proud of yourself? Because you look proud. You look very proud.
Are you proud of me?
45 minutes. The police commissioner just screamed at me for 45 minutes straight. No, berated. That's what he did. He berated.
Another recurring element of the franchise, Foley's inevitable reprimanding by his superiors. In previous films, this disciplinary role was fulfilled by Inspector Douglas Todd, as played by Gil Hill, who was actually a real-life detective for the Detroit Police Department and one-time mayoral candidate.
Listen, Axel. No more of these setups, you understand? You're a good cop.
However, the character's death in Beverly Hills Cop 3 and Hill's 2016 passing left a void that could only be filled by Detroit's noblest. In this case, that's Foley's neurotic colleague Jeffrey Friedman, memorably played by Mad About You star Paul Reiser, who returns to the franchise after skipping the third film.
My remaining years, however many there are, I just like to spend them with my family, spend a little time with my grandkids.
You don't even like your grandkids.
I love my grandkids.
Didn't you just the other day tell me that your grandchild...
One of them I have a little bit of an issue with. We are working through it.
You called him a sociopath.
Number 8, Taggart and Rosewood's Stakeout.
It's only been a week. You're supposed to be resting in the goddamn hospital.
Yeah, I know, and y'all supposed to be out here watching to make sure I don't get the hell out of here, right? Jane put y'all up to this, didn't she?
We're worried about you.
Although the three are lifelong besties by the time that Axel F starts up, longtime fans of the franchise know all too well that Foley, Taggart, and Rosewood started off at odds. When Foley first lands in Beverly Hills and checks in at the Beverly Palms Hotel, Lieutenant Bogil sends the odd couple cops to tail him and keep an eye on their out-of-town visitor. Foley, ever the provocateur, catches onto them and lets them know by sending room service to their vehicle and infamously sticking a banana in their tailpipe. Thankfully, 40 years later, Taggart and Rosewood don't have a banana to worry about, but instead are rewarded with a wholesome moment that clearly echoes their initial surveillance attempt.
You would fit in perfect up here, Taggart.
Hey, leave me out of this, all right?
Hey, look, man, I just want to go get a steak. I'm starving.
No.
No, what do you mean no? I just eaten this hospital food for a week and I need some real food.
No way.
Number 7, Serge.
Well, hey, Serge. Hey, good to see you. Okay, all right, okay. Look, this is Jane. Remember Jane?
Or Serge? Serge? However his name is pronounced, and no matter how badly he fumbles Axel's name in return, we were thrilled to see Bronson Pinchot make a triumphant return as Foley's unlikely ally, an art gallery assistant turned fashionable arms dealer.
Well, try to say Serge. It's not so difficult. Serge sounds like a detergent.
In Axel F, Foley, his daughter Jane, and her ex, Detective Bobby Abbott, call on Serge, who now dabbles in the world of California real estate. Whatever the case may be regarding Serge's wild career trajectory, it was a relief to see that he hadn't lost his unique knack for completely mangling people's names, regardless of how simple they are.
Detective Abbott.
Oh, is what?
Detective Abbott.
Habab?
Number 6, Lieutenant Bogil's report.
Wouldn't you like to hear my report first, sir?
You have a report that explains all this.
Yes, sir.
Beverly Hills Cop fans hoping to see the return of Ronnie Cox's by-the-book Andrew Bogil in Axel F were sorely disappointed. The actor, who hasn't made an appearance in the franchise since a brief cameo in Beverly Hills Cop 2, claimed that he turned down the third film after reading its script. Probably a smart move on Cox's part.
Detective Foley. Detective Bobby Abbott.
Can you get me Taggart, please?
Chief Taggart? Pretty sure he's busy.
Can you tell him there's Axel Foley?
While Bogil is once again absent in the franchise's newest, the character and his relationship with Axel Foley are alluded to in a sweet but easy-to-miss visual gag that calls back to the first film's ending. Bobby Abbott presents Axel with the file that Bogil submitted following the events of the 1984 Victor Maitland case. Exact wording and all.
No, this isn't my first time in Beverly Hills.
I saw that. Did you ever read your own file? This is, a lot.
Number 5, Moren Taggart.
How often do you and Moren make love?
Poor Detective Taggart. Throughout Beverly Hills Cop 2, Taggart's rocky marriage to his wife Moren is a frequent subject of conversation for his partner, Judge Reinhold's slightly eccentric Billy Rosewood. The latter continually offers unsolicited and deeply unhelpful advice as to how to repair his failing relationship.
I got a wife and 2 kids to feed, Axel.
You got 2 kids, not a wife and 2 kids.
Shut up, Billy. She might come back.
Maureen's divorcing him again. She moved in with her mother.
Hey, maybe it worked. It's revealed at the end that Moren has miraculously returned. The Taggarts don't appear in Beverly Hills Cop 3. Rosewood explains to Axel that John has retired and the two have moved to Phoenix, Arizona. In a somewhat curious development, Axel F reveals that Taggart has unretired and is now the chief of police in Beverly Hills. Geez, Taggart is pretty indecisive. No wonder Moren initially got fed up.
Come and help me clean this mess up.
Not now, Moren. For Christ's sake, can't you see I'm working out?
Sir, is everything okay?
Yeah, it's fine. Just don't ever get married, all right? Now, what do you want?
Number 4, The Roast of Beverly Hills Cop 3.
Disturbing the peace, various shootouts, evading the police. This is from 84. Then there's one from 87.
Sometimes you gotta know when to put a tired franchise on ice. John Landis's 1994 threequel was harshly panned by critics, and audiences didn't turn out for it either. The film only grossed $43 million in the United States on a $70 million budget.
What'd they promote you to captain or something?
I'm DDO-JSIOC.
The JGJOC? What is that?
Even those involved with the film, like director Landis, Murphy himself, and recurring star Bronson Pinchot, have called attention to its noticeable drop-off in quality. That's why in Axel F, when Foley meets Abbott, the latter refers to the events of that film as, well...
And then 94, not your finest hour.
Taggart.
Number 3, Rosewood's Rambo Knife.
Check this out. First blood.
This one requires a bit of context to be broken down. While we now obviously can't imagine anyone else but Eddie Murphy playing Axel Foley, that wasn't always the case. It may come as something of a shock to learn then that none other than Sylvester Stallone was once attached to play the titular Beverly Hills Cop, dropping out a mere 2 weeks before production on the first film in the franchise was set to begin.
My Rambo knife. In my office.
We gotta tell Jane.
Axel F includes a number of references to Stallone's career, the most prominent being Billy Rosewood's intimidating personal weapon. This also nicely ties in the second film's running joke that finds Rosewood, a professed Stallone fan, inexplicably toting increasingly powerful firearms.
Billy, what are you doing?
I've been wanting to wear this for a while, Sarge.
What are you, nuts? Jesus Christ, Billy, we gotta talk. What the hell is this?
Never have too much firepower.
Number 2, Shooter McGavin.
Excuse me! What the hell's going on? This is private property.
At least we think so. It has to be, right? Foley and Abbott, on the run from Kevin Bacon's murderous, corrupt Cade Grant, crash a stolen police helicopter onto a golf course. There, they encounter a particularly irate, frightfully litigious golfer, played by Happy Gilmore co-star Christopher McDonald.
I'd love to help you guys, seriously I would, but listen, you put me in a pretty tight place here, legally speaking, so...
The hell with all that, man. The person is dying back there. You gotta do something now.
Although not explicitly stated, it's strongly implied that McDonald is reprising his role as Shooter McGavin, the antagonist of that film. While we admittedly don't quite get the exact logic linking the cinematic universes, it still sends a nostalgic shiver up our spines seeing McDonald definitely not, wink wink, playing Adam Sandler's one-time mortal enemy. This is especially considering that McDonald has expressed a desire to reprise the role.
Just stay out of my way, or you'll pay. Listen to what I say.
How about I just go eat some hay?
I can make things out of clay and lay by the bay. I just may.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Beverly Palms Hotel.
May I help you, sir?
Yes, I'm Nigel Applebottom with Bon Appetit. And I was wondering if...
Eddie Murphy has, of course, always been the star attraction of the Beverly Hills Cop franchise. The other? Watching native Detroiter Axel Foley navigate hilariously awkward fish-out-of-water scenarios.
May I help you?
Yes, you have a reservation for an Axel Foley?
Well, let's see. I'm sorry, I don't see anything under that name.
In the first film, Foley's relative lack of funds is a stark contrast to the opulence and exorbitant cost of living in Beverly Hills. In that installment, Axel succeeds in negotiating a lower nightly rate at the fictional Beverly Palms Hotel by not so subtly suggesting that the hotel is refusing to put up a black guest. In Axel F, Murphy's ever-wily detective briefly attempts to pull a similar stunt before deciding to save himself the trouble. Axel could really benefit from the services of a travel agent.
Do you have any rooms available?
You're in luck. I've got a beautiful resort view room.
Oh, great. I'll take that.
Wonderful. The rate is $940 a night plus tax.
I love Beverly Hills.
What's your favorite Beverly Hills Cop series moment? Are there any Easter eggs we missed? Be sure to let us know in the comments.
Where you staring at? What is this, a union job? Well, we don't give OSHA breaks here. Move, bitch!
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.